So, I thought it was time to do another sketchbook tour. This is a Coptic bound sketchbook that I made myself. If you go to the first page, I made it with the ambition of filling it before my 30th birthday. I made it 10 years ago. I gave myself well over a year and a half to fill the sketchbook, and then I didn't end up starting it till a month before my 30th birthday. And I'm in the same sort of stage where I'm thinking about my 40th, but I'm not as worried about my 40th as I was my 30th, because there's that existential dread when you're turning 30. At least there was for me anyways. I know it's the same for a lot of other people. So let's carry on. I am a potter by nature. And then just trying to loosen up. I spent a long time in my 20s trying to loosen up. But the problem was, I didn't really have enough drawing skills to loosen up. And a lot of time when I'm designing pots, at the time I was quite into symmetrical things, so I would only draw half the shape. And it's a bit more random than you would expect from a current sketchbook that I've been doing for the last 6 years. I used to fill these in. I used to draw in these while I was watching TV. I have no idea what I was watching. I have a fair idea with this one. But yeah, like I say, in that last few years, I've come on leaps and bounds. I was also practicing kind of brushwork, because I had a month. I was doing everything I could, and I think there's a couple hundred pages in this book that I made. More brushwork. Trying to work out a dandelion, oak leaves. The inspiration for using brushwork is a potter called Michael Klein. I drew this on a lot of different bits of pottery over the years. And it was, I know I've come a long way since, but like I say, it was the existential dread of turning 30. And, up to this point, I wasn't, and even for a few years after this point, I wasn't regularly drawing, because when I made this sketchbook, I was doing my teacher training. So I actually learnt to do kind of Coptic style binding, so everything always lays flat. I learnt how to do Coptic binding as a student teacher. No one taught me, I just do as you do. I went on YouTube and taught myself. And then I didn't actually fill this till the following year. These are nice. Not so much the horses. But In fact, that horse isn't bad. Just kind of the nice kind of gesture to it. So this was completed the year after I did my PGCE. And when I did my PGCE, I realised how I wasn't that good at art. But we weren't actually teaching art at A level. We weren't actually teaching people to draw or paint or anything. We were just helping them make decisions and understand why they were making decisions. Gestural sycamore pods. Because living in the northwest of the UK, there's plenty of those about. The oak leaves that I tended to find were a bit more dried up. Some flowers. Hawthorn. And then pots. And it was after I'd done my... I started trying to think about what was the point in making everything neat and perfect, and just being a bit more gestural towards it. This would be out and about, done on location, done at Brock Bottoms, and some people, yeah, definitely Brock Bottoms. And as you can see, it just wasn't very good. So I just crawl a lot, and some rocks, and some more pots, and got even more gestural. I kind of like the idea of this. It's, I think these would fit into my current range of work. I'm just going to take a snapshot. There we go. Just so I can remember that I want to make something like this. I did end up making some like this with big knobs on. I like big knobs on pots. They're very old-fashioned and 1970s, but they give you something to grip, especially as I would leave all the air inside. I'd throw them hollow. People say if you throw hollow pots, they explode, and they don't. I make knobs that are completely hollow, not release the air, and they kind of hold their gesture a lot better if they're hollow. This is the fountain at Stanley Park. I've drawn this a fair few times. Fleetwood Beach in pencil. Probably watercolour pencil. Yep. Click your finger for a bit, and it dissolves. Like I say, I had a long way to go then. Should try to do this again soon. I've started doing something in acrylic, so I can always compare and contrast. Boats, so I'd sit by the estuary and watch boats go past. And some of these are really far away, like these ones. These are what were P&O. Gestural drawings of the children playing in the sand. My children. And here you can see, I mean, if we compare that to something I've done more recently, this is just under 9 years old, and if you compare it to something 6 years ago, this is absolute. Yeah. And then we get to a section where I've let my children draw in the book too, just to fill it. A food truck. And then this was a kite, where there was a bigger kite, and then it had kind of 3 other kites flying off it. And this is a close-up of down here. So you'd have these big spiralling trails off the kite. And these twist around. So as the wind blows, they spin around in the different colours. This will be the St. Anne's Kite Fest. All these ones are kites. Oh gosh. And then the start of a church. Not sure what one. And then my children again. Because the last bit, apparently, we go this way. So I've drawn pictures for the children. Chicken, someone holding a sword, a dinosaur, a face. And then these are actually my wife's drawings here. Let's turn that back around. No idea. I think this is my eldest's drawing. He's quite good at drawing and painting now. In fact, I'd say he was better than me. But don't tell him I said that. And this is based on... So I think one of the children's drawn this and then I've written notes about where it is. So I'm guessing it's Skylander influence because it talks about the portal of Mirror, essentially to a different world. Some blank pages. More children's drawings. More children's drawings. More children's drawings. And then this was me thinking about doing a master's. So I started making notes. Do e-courses work for traditional skills? I'm pretty sure this is from after I was 30. What year did I do that? So yeah, this will be when I was developing my idea. And that's it, unless you want to see, Alexander Grayson working out where you get Dracula from. Only if you spell Alexander with a C, apparently. But yeah, so this really was a sketchbook of kind of dealing with that existential dread of turning 30. I don't have the same dread about turning 40 because I'm a lot more secure in my skills these days. I wish I was, spending more time drawing then, but yeah, it's the way it is. Thanks for watching. I will delve into my sketchbooks and find another one for next time. Thanks for watching.